Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Okay, for my beautiful Cancerians in separation, please. Alrighty, what's going on? Reclaim recipient. Moon, Queen of the Sea. All right, sorry about that, guys. I was just looking at your card. It's a very beautiful card here. Now, this is what I'm getting from the energy so far. Hidden emotion, number one. Okay, we already see the Moon Queen here. Hidden emotion, but you're very well aware of what's hidden from you. Okay, so you know your person is not expressing this to you at the time. So whether this is a form of telepathic communication or you intuitively feel that your person is thinking about you, has an urge to reach out to you, but there's some sort of stubborn energy here. There's some sort of energy of wanting to be independent or wanting to isolate, self here. Now, I do feel like your person's question could be how you're receiving things or kind of like your perspective on things right now, whether it's how you feel about them, how you view the last time you guys spoke. Do you look forward to the future? Are you planning on reaching out? More to do with you and how you feel when it comes to them as opposed to addressing their own emotions is pretty much what I'm picking up on here. I also feel that a lot of you could have took back your energy or pulled away from the situation due to the fact that there was not only a lack of reciprocity here. You felt very misunderstood. Maybe the hints, maybe the things that you were telling this person, you feel like they were receiving it in not the way that you wanted them to, right? So maybe they were taking things the wrong way. They were in more of a defensive energy, which essentially resulted in you feeling misunderstood or you feeling like you're not able to get your point across. Okay, let's see. Whale gatekeeper. Sorry, guys. I am getting better from a cold here. So here's what I get. Because it's the number 10, mutually you guys are focused about why you guys are in a separation right now, right? There was an ending here, of course, an energy of missing and longing, but more so about what did you learn during this period of separation, right? More so about gaining knowledge and answers to questions that you may have felt that caused a lot of confusion in the past. I feel like when your person views the situation, I'm still getting the same download as the first card. Like they're more focused on how you're viewing things, kind of your vision, right? On how you view things emotionally, what you think will happen in the future, how you portray them. I feel like how you view this person alone is something that deeply impacts them. So that's what's on their mind, or that's what they're emotionally feeling, I should say. I do feel like a lot of you are in this cycle or the stage of kind of attaining a lot of information. You feel like it's never ending, like to the point where maybe right when you think you know it all, right, or you think you figured it out, there's something else that comes up. And maybe this is just symbolic for how the bond felt. Maybe you felt like when you were getting to know this person, you felt that you knew a good amount of what was going on, but you kept figuring things out. It was almost like this person had a lot of layers to them. The connection had a lot of layers. So there was a lot that you had to address here, is what I see. Going with the flow of things is what I see here, right? During the time of this bond, it could have been like an emotional roller coaster for you, okay, Cancer, where you felt like, okay, there was a lot of ups, there was a lot of downs, but more than that, it was either like extreme lows or like the happy highs, right? So because there was two different extremes, it's like I can see the contrast here of either feeling very black or white about the situation, right? And it's almost like, because some days feel easier than others, yes, but also some of the memories are so great, but then the memories that are not so great, You're kind of like, okay, what do I do about it? Which one outweighs the other? I feel like that's the main question at hand. Of course, wanting to go with the flow of things. Maybe you feel that you are involved with an individual that needs to release control, or someone who's trying to be in control of their emotions here. I could see that in the cards. But more than that, I feel like you feel like your person is keeping something away from you, okay? And you feel disrespected by it because, for one, you either feel like they're insulting your intelligence, or number two, you feel that this person feels that they would ruin things by telling you this very thing, but you also feel like they've already ruined things by not telling you it. That's what I'm picking up on. And I know that's a specific download, but that's what I just received here. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into tarot here. So let's see. By the way, guys, if any of my messages do resonate with you, I would love it if you would give me a like and or a comment. Even if you're not comfortable with, revealing your situation in the comments, totally understand that. Even if you just leave me a little emoji, it helps with my channel exposure. So if you do, thank you guys in advance. Okay, let's see. Only focusing on things that make you feel positive. And I do feel like your person is viewing you as someone who's being celebrated or receiving a lot of attention. You could maybe you have you're taking part in some sort of creative endeavor. You could be in the public eye, or this is just someone who feels like you're a very likable person. You're appreciated by many people for the person that you are. You're in a very attractive energy. This person's just very passionate about you at this time, is what I see. Now, as far as this card goes, it does talk about success, right? It talks about being able to overcome obstacles, no matter what occurs, and, attaining success at the end of it. So pretty much what I see here is the end goal here, seems to be the same, right? Wanting to come together, wanting to attain some sort of happiness, wanting to celebrate, being in a more positive mindset, and being at calmer waters with you, as opposed to where they feel like things are right now. Okay. And I just seen the Ace of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Death card. So that lets me know that there could have definitely been an ending to the situation because of a lack of truth. You could feel like your person was being dishonest with you and they weren't giving you the clarity you asked for, even when you brought it up. Because the Five of Wands could also talk about competition, which is interesting because your first card is the Six of Wands. Many of you could feel like there is a lot of external factors affecting this person, or there's someone who's easily distracted, or maybe I should use the word influenced, right? Okay. So mutually, what seems to be upsetting the both of you is the failed love offer, or the failure to take the emotions, the existing emotions, and kind of transmute it into something like a commitment and move to the next level. So the failure to move to the next level, or move things to the next level, is what upsets the both of you. Okay, not only do you feel like this person is somewhat unpredictable, right? This person feels like they let go of a dream, or they weren't able to attain a dream. The Ace of Cups, the fish in the cup, is symbolic for something that could be that creatively inspires you, or something that you are wanting, desiring, kind of like a dream, right? So because the fish is kind of out of the cup here, maybe they feel like they're unpredictable. Their unpredictable energy here is what resulted in a failed love offer. They feel like they weren't all the way open about their emotions, but also they feel like they did not act on the opportunity that they had to express their love to you, or express the fact that they wanted to take things to the next level. This is someone who holds back a lot. Like, it's not to say they don't have emotions for you. I feel like when it comes to expressing the emotions, they're not comfortable with doing so. Okay, many of you feel like the opportunity was available for them to be open with you, especially pertaining to their emotions, but you feel like every opportunity that came about, they kind of avoided it. Okay, I do feel like for others of you, it could be this energy of, if there's so much love here and we're able to be open about everything else aside from emotions, it could have raised some sort of doubtful energy when it comes to, okay, what does the future hold? Excuse me, it could be an energy of, if we can't clearly communicate our emotions, I don't know what to trust in. I don't know what to believe in. Even though you're very intuitive, even though you're highly, emotionally intelligent, it's not your job to figure every single thing out, or this is how you feel. You feel like, okay, even if I know how you feel, you still need to be open with me. You still need to meet me halfway. Right? So pretty much an energy of feeling like, a relationship is a two-way street and both parties need to put forth equal amounts of effort. For some of you, could be a third-party situation that's coming to an end here. This is why you put the situation to an end. But the Three of Cups in reverse could also talk about a lack of happiness, a lack of, being happy where they are, or, a lack of celebration, which is interesting because the first card talks about celebration. You feel like there was, a lot of love lost here, or you feel like a lot of your emotions changed due to the fact that this person wasn't able to, number one, be open with you, and number two, you feel like there was some sort of nonchalant energy attached to this person, whether it's, when the days are bad, or when you guys are having a misunderstanding, they're very quick to leave, or they're very quick to avoid, trying to figure out a solution. But when things are great, it feels like, wow, what could possibly go wrong, right? So I feel like there's like this very black and white energy, like when things are great, they're great, but when things are bad, it's like, wow, can I live? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like for many of you with that Three of Cups in reverse, it's an emotional roller coaster. You know what I mean, Cancerian? Like some of you feel like there's so many emotions at once. Like I want something firm that I can hold on to, or have my faith in, and put my hope in it, right? Like even if it comes to wanting a commitment with this person, you feel like the fact that, the actions are not matching with the words, or the fact that maybe this person's very unpredictable, like we just touched on. You don't want to put both feet in and kind of dive in, because you're protecting your heart in one way or another with that Three of Cups energy there. Let's see. Six of Wands. Six of Swords, right? Wanting to move to calmer waters with you, but also wanting to be in a more successful state, like pretty much trying to find harmony between the both of you, even though there's a misunderstanding. Here's what I will say. I feel like when your person views you, Cancerian, they feel like the minute you moved away, you had a lot of success. They feel like you're doing better without them. Hear me out, my beautiful Cancerian. That may not be the truth. You may feel like, you know what, I'm still upset by this. I still think about this every day. And that's fine. Emotions don't leave overnight. But I feel like many of you are in a space in your life where you actually have many things working out for you. I feel like there's other areas in your life that are very positive, but it's just when you think about something you hold so close to your heart, like this bond, it upsets you because this is the one thing that maybe makes you feel negative. Do you know what I mean, Cancer? So again, I feel like your person feels you're doing better without them. They could feel like you're very far away, that you're moving away from them, or there's some sort of distance here. Okay, very specific message. If this is someone that, could access maybe your social media, or someone that you would see every day and that sort of thing, they really miss seeing you, because I feel like for some of you, maybe you moved away, or like in the physical, like you moved away, or you just maybe stopped going around where this person could potentially be, whether it's because you guys have mutual friends, or they feel like you're avoiding them in a sense, right? But they miss you though. Like they miss seeing you, they miss speaking to you, and there's like a lot that's in the unknown. The best way for me to explain it is kind of like, okay, so Cancer, what have you been up to since you haven't been speaking to me? Like I feel very distant from you. Like I feel like that's what they would say. Ace of Cups. Also, you guys have handled this in a very elegant way. I do feel like that. I feel you were calm, even if you were hurt, you didn't show that to this person. You may have told them that you were hurt, but they may have expected you to kind of like lash out on them, or maybe they expected a different response than you have given them. But I do feel like they view you as someone who holds yourself on with high standards. You're very classy, you're elegant, you don't fold under pressure, you don't react to people just because they want a reaction, right? So the way you carry yourself is inspiring to this person. Ace of Cups in reverse. They also feel like you're very difficult to get a reaction out of. Like you've mastered that, you know exactly when to be in a vulnerable state versus, okay, no, I'm in a logical place here. You may even feel like when we were touching on like insulting your intelligence, you may feel like this person misunderstood you because you're so genuine and kind, right? It's kind of like that saying where, cancers are the mothers of the zodiac, right? No gender, guys. It's just you guys have such a secure and comforting feeling, and you guys can make people feel on top of the world. But what people fail to realize is, you can also make people feel like they don't exist, right? So right now, I feel like your person is feeling that detached energy, and it's really hurting them. Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Some of you may be involved with a fire sign here, but I feel like this person's very attracted to you. Like you bring a lot of passion to this person. Like when they speak to you, they feel like they can do anything. When you guys met, you may have inspired this person to do something new with their life. Like maybe there's an age gap here, or maybe this person figured out their career and thought they had it all figured out until they met you. I'm just pretty much getting an energy of maybe you expressing yourself or this person getting to know you, and it started affecting different areas of their life. Like as they met you and fell in love with you, they started reevaluating other areas of their life. For some of you, it could have been that maybe they thought that they were doing a career that they loved, but they were able to clearly see how happy they should be if they loved what they were doing because you love what you're doing, or there's something you unintentionally taught them, and they got like this burst of energy, like this burst of joy, the urge to try something new, create some sort of change. I see that this is someone who's extremely passionate about you. With that Ace of Cups in reverse, they were upset that they weren't able to express their emotions or get a commitment off the ground, but it's someone who's even a tad bit possessive over you. Like they would protect you at all costs, or like they don't, like it's very specific, but if anyone mentions your name or if anyone speaks about you, they get upset about it. Not saying that they're like, like they think that you're in their possession or anything, but it's someone who like desires you very badly. That's what I'm picking up on. And someone who is driven by passion also, right? So when things are like, if it's a love song or if it's a romantic movie, they're constantly reminded of you. Three of Cups in reverse. Let's see. This is someone, right, who feels like either a third party here caused some sort of conflict, or their lack of expression, their lack of decision, their lack of, action here is what caused some sort of conflict. With that Five of Swords, this person may be thinking about something that they said to you that came off harsh. It's someone who's not impressed with what they said, or they feel like something they said caused a lot of hurt. It's like saying something impulsively because you want to reply to someone or have the last word. And then when you sit back and think about it, when you're not that frustrated, you're kind of like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? So there could be regret associated with an argument. But for others of you, it could also be that this person, they feel if they were to communicate to you and try to explain why they were indecisive, you probably wouldn't want to hear it, or you would have something to say to them that may upset them, or it may, escalate into an argument. If I'm not picking up on your person's energy, it could be your energy. Maybe you feel like this person turns a lot of conversations into arguments. So you're like, okay, we don't need to overcomplicate things. We can simplify them, right? It's not that complex. Let's just talk about it. Let's not argue about it, right? But I feel like this person could be a tad bit defensive, and this could lead you to believe like, hey, you're operating solely based off of emotion, right? Which is interesting because we have a lack of expression here. Maybe you feel like the only time you get some sort of emotion out of this person is when you say something that rubs them the wrong way. Or, this person only talks about their emotions when you guys are in conflict, or something of that sort. You just wish that they were more open with their heart and open about their feelings, on a regular basis here. What I do see in the ending cards is you putting an end to anything that you feel. So, okay, pretty much if you don't get this person's undivided attention, I see you putting an end to it, number one. And number two, I feel like if you realize that there are more conflicts or arguments at play, you're not going to want to invest in this situation. That's what I see here in your closing cards. So my wonderful Cancerians, I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.